Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to show you how to navigate the SCF menu, how to create a new field group, and the practical differences between the 5 most common field types by applying them in a simple and practical staff profile example. So in this video, we're going to talk about SCF, or Secure Custom Fields. We're going to talk about 5 simple fields to cover for our staff profile example. And the 5 are text field, image field, URL field, what you see is what you get editor, and checkbox. So if you haven't installed SCF yet, let's just head over on our dashboard down to plugins. Just click on that. And over here, we can click on add plugin. And you can either upload the plugin if you download it from somewhere else. But since SCF is like stock, we can search for SCF over here. And it's going to take a while to load. And you can see it's by wordpress.org. Okay. So as you can see, we already have it installed over here and it just says active. But if you haven't installed it yet, all you have to do is just click on install now and walk you through the steps. And once you have it installed, it's going to appear over here under SCF. Okay, you can see there's a bunch of fields we've already made here, especially since we've used them for other videos. But once you get it online, you're gonna have it blank. So let's start off by making our field group. So let's go ahead and click on field groups over here. We're gonna end up in the field group tab, as you can see. And in order to add a new field group, all you have to do is click on add new. Okay, now it's gonna ask us to name it. Let's call it staff profile info. And this is going to be the name of our field group. Now we can add the fields over here. I'll collapse this and you can see that we can add our fields over here. And let's start off with the first one. So here you can see we can edit, duplicate, move, delete, just like our pages and posts over here. And you can see over here we have a few tabs: general, validation, right? We can have it be a required field, and we can have a character limit, presentation, right? So we can have a placeholder text, prefixes, postfixes, affixes, I suppose, wrapper attributes, and unconditional logic to show or hide this group depending on where it is on our website. So we have a few different options over here. But to start off, first, let's head over with the you don't need to look at the other ones for now. Let's take a look at the general tab. So under field type, you can see we have text over here, but we have a whole bunch of other ones to choose from. Okay. But for this video, we're going to be sticking with the simple ones. So first and foremost, we're going to start with the first one, which is going to be text. And we're going to call this job title. And then once we hit enter, oops, there we go, it's going to publish. Once we hit enter, it's going to save us that. The field label is going to be job title. And let's go ahead and click on this. We don't have to copy paste, just whatever you type here, it's automatically going to be put into here. Right? You can see it formatted it with the underscore and turned everything to lowercase. And then the default value is like a placeholder kind of thing. Okay, so text is perfect for short and simple data, perfect for titles. So let's close this field and let's add the next one. So let's add the next field, and we're going to click on field type, and then down over here, let's click on image. Let's call this field label staff headshot. Okay. And then once we click off from there, it's going to automatically fill in the field name for us. But if you wanted a different one, go ahead. But just keep it the same. Just keep it by default, just to keep things organized and simple and easy to backtrack. And this connects directly to your WordPress media library. Now we can either use image ID, image URL, or image array. let's just keep it on image array and change it as necessary. And then the library, we can either upload it to the post or select all, and it's going to be our whole media library. So whatever we upload over on this part is where we will be able to select our image. Let's close that, okay? And we can save our changes each time if you wanted. Just gonna reload it for us. There you go. It's gonna update it. And then just to be sure, and then we can click on Add Field again to take a look at our next one. And our next one is going to be our URL field. So over here you can see URL, and we're gonna name this portfolio link. And if you click on here, it's gonna automatically insert for us, and that should be fine. And this ensures the data you enter is a valid web address. So if you make a mistake or in the formatting, it's going to give an error, and this keeps things consistent and working and smooth sailing. Next, let's add the next field, which is going to be what you see is what you get editor. So that's going to be like block editor kind of area. So there, what you see is what you get. And we're going to name this one staff bio. And then we can put in formatting for this one, which is going to be bolding, lists, you name it, italics, colors, just like the standard Gutenberg editor, just so that we can make things really nice and it won't just appear as just plain default body, div, or span, or paragraph text. Let's close that one. And last but not least, let's add a checkbox field. And we're going to name this one featured member. And we're going to use this to display yes or no, or certain types of staff member they're going to be. But for now, we're just going to put a simple yes and no. There you go. And then we can format the labels accordingly, but we only have these two choices, yes and no, and they're all going to be on a different line. Okay, so let's go down here to settings so we can close this, and you can see we have our 5 different fields over here. And you can see we have job title, which is over here text, staff headshot, which is an image, portfolio link, which is an URL, staff bio, which is what you see is what you get editor, and featured member, which is a checkbox, a simple yes or no one. And down here under settings, we have location rules. So we're going to display this field group if the page type is equal to a certain page, or post type is equal to page, and that way it'll display on every single page. And then presentation, we have a bunch of other options over here, and group settings. If we want them to, we can disable it from here. And let's go ahead and save the changes. All right. And if we look back over here to field groups, we'll find it over here, staff profile info. And we can either deactivate it, duplicate it, or if we wanted to edit it, just go ahead and click on edit. And we will return to our editing area over here where we can change or add or subtract the different fields within our field group. So let's take a look at how this looks like on our live site. Okay, and you can see that this doesn't actually appear on our live site. So how do we access our custom fields? So all we have to do is click on edit page, or go into our pages and then add page or all pages and then edit one of those. And then we're going to end up in the Gutenberg block editor or page editor, whatever you want to call it. All right. And then once we scroll down over here, we will see that we have our staff profile info. Okay. Don't mind this sidebar area. But once you get down to the bottom of your page, and don't mind this is from a different example. Down here, you will see staff profile info, and we can now fill in job title. Let's go ahead and put here CEO. Okay, and then for the headshot, we can add an image, and then we're going to end up in our media library over here. And let's, is this big enough? Let's select this one. Okay, and then portfolio link, we're going to put in, oops. Okay, as an example. And then for our staff bio here, you can put your right, and then we can format this. We can make this bold. We can put lists over here. And we can select whether or not this member is a featured member, yes or no. Similarly, we can also, as you could probably noticed, this staff member doesn't have a name. So all we have to do, right, is just save this. And once we go over here, right, we're going to go back to our field groups. We can add a field, and then we can drag and drop it over here, you can see. And we're going to name this and we're going to keep it as text and save the changes. Okay, it's going to be updated. And, you know, it's not, this isn't a valid URL. So let's go ahead and just use our URL over here, save it, and we should be good to go. And then once we reload this, as you can see, well, as you're going to see, and we scroll down all the way back down, you can see we have member name. So we can add our member's name over here, okay? So this is all great and cool. We now know how to create a field group, name it, add some basic fields that would be useful to make a staff team member featured page, but, excuse me, we can access it on our editor and fill in the fields and then add fields, subtract fields, and rearrange them according to what we feel would be necessary. However, how do we actually get the data from these fields and then display it on the front end? Because if we save this and view the page, nothing's going to happen, and we're going to scroll all the way down, and nothing's going to appear. So this video just focuses on the basics of navigating the SCF interface and simple fields. So be sure to stay tuned for the next video. We'll be using Nexter as our theme to display everything we've put into our fields over here onto a live site. So hopefully this video has been helpful. Sorry for the cliffhanger. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, as it really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Show this kind of video to other nerds like us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Hey, if you found this video helpful, be sure to check out one of our other videos, or go ahead and check out our channel and subscribe to see more content like this. Hey, if you want to know where to get the blocks that we used in this video to make forms real simple, real easy, check out the link in the description. It'll take you to the website of Nexter, where you can get the Nexter blocks yourself. Now, if you check out the pricing, they have 3 different levels: starter, professional, and studio. We recommend getting the studio one because it's a one-time payment. It's lifetime. You get all the blocks. You don't have to worry about not having the right blocks to get what you need done. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one.